I feel like there's something...
Hey, Boba, yes, BobaTalks. There's a video you need to make, Boba.
Yeah, bro, I didn't know you could talk.
You've got to go and look at the Batgirl suit.
What? Come on now, what do you mean the Batgirl suit? I mean, I would be on top of that, wouldn't I?
Yes, she has a brand new Batgirl suit, Boba, and you haven't made a video on it.
Fine, freaking Leslie Grace's Twitter. Right, here we go. Right. Oh.
I can't wait to knock on this girl's door and say smile for the camera.
So ladies, gentlemen, Bat family out there, welcome to a brand new Batgirl movie update video. Yes, I know I'm a little bit late with this. Unfortunately, around the time Leslie Grace dropped her Batgirl suit reveal, I was already uploading other videos on the channel. But hey, I wasn't not gonna make a video still, thanks to little Joker here, you know, reminding me about it. Take this video as my reaction / breakdown for the Batgirl suit reveal. But it's certainly interesting paying attention to the discourse surrounding this suit reveal. And when there's a suit reveal like this, it is fascinating because you can already tell, even if you like it or dislike it, what most people are going to think about it. So first and foremost, I want to read out her tweet on Instagram. This is the reveal saying, I use their expectations against them. That will be their weakness, not mine. Let them all underestimate me. And when their guard is down and their pride is rising, let me kick their butts. From Batgirl Year 1. And then attached to that tweet or Instagram post or wherever you saw this officially revealed, we have Leslie Grace there in the Batgirl suit. Now, my first impressions, I'm not gonna lie, like just full candid talk here, it's not that I didn't like it, it subverted my expectations just from the stance of, okay, this isn't what a lot of us expected. However, it is also technically what I expected at the same time, albeit I still didn't think it would look quite like this. Now, what do I mean by saying it's technically what I expected at the same time? Let me get this out the way from just right off the bat. This obviously... You know, clip me here, and I'll hold my hands up if I'm wrong. Like, I have absolutely no embarrassment here if I'm proved wrong in the movie. But this is her first suit. This isn't the one that, as you should know by now, Michael Keaton is starring alongside Leslie Grace here in the Batgirl movie. So some people are thinking that this is the suit that Michael Keaton's Batman would fit her with. And that is, I can practically guarantee you, not going to be the case. This is meant to be her, what I like to use the word a lot of times, because it just kind of fits this feel, her newbie suit. She's a noob at this point. Maybe she isn't a noob, because she can probably fight to a degree, but the reason why this might not be up to your liking, or I've heard this looks like a CW suit, and I'm not gonna lie, it does remind me of the early days of the Arrowverse. And that's not necessarily an inherently bad thing, but at the bottom line here, without repeating myself too much more, it's meant to look like this in this reveal. It really, really is. Yet you're never not gonna have the dominoes fall one after the other in the mass crowd of fans out there. And I'm not saying your take is invalid if you don't like it. I'm just saying a lot of people will jump off the back of another person saying, oh my god, look at what DC are doing now in a Batgirl movie. She looks terrible. So evidently here, just in case you are not aware, this is comic book accurate. No matter what anyone says, yes, there are different iterations of bat suits, Batgirl suits, Nightwing suits, but we can't deny the fact that this is comic book accurate to, for example, Batgirl Rebirth, the Batgirl of Burnside. It is not like 1000% comic book accurate to those runs, but it mimics it very, very well. So the cowl is very similar, and we'll get onto that in a second. But the kind of like suit itself, the only thing that I find is a little bit of a weird choice is that clearly it's like a leather jackety kind of suit, but what Batgirl seems to have done here, and I'm assuming she's made this herself, and that it's definitely not the one that Keaton is going to outfit her with once he's, you know, mentoring her and thinking, I think we need to upgrade your suit, and then he gives it like a Keatonized version of the Batgirl suit. Here, she seems to have like attached like a leather jacket to the leather pants, if you will, and it kind of seems and comes across like a leather jumpsuit. Now, that's not, I guess, the worst idea in the world. It's just you would kind of expect, unless it does disconnect underneath the utility belt there, you would expect two separate pieces, but it comes across like one big leather piece. But regardless, it's still very accurate to Batgirl of Burnside in the sense that you've got like the lines going down in the jacket there. The cape attachments here are very kind of rectangularly angled right on the edge, like hinging onto it here, and it comes off in the exact same way. The symbol is very, very similar. It's just obviously drawing, graphic novel drawing to obviously real life. They've just made it, you know, what real life would be. So it's very accurate there, completely splits in the middle due to the zipping of the jacket. The only difference I would say mainly is the belt and maybe the texture on the cowl, because the belt here clearly hasn't got like those kind of somewhat 9mm-esque utility belt pouches, almost like, you know, Robert Pattinson's Batman has on his belt, whereas Batgirl in the comics, she has quite a big pouch and she has various other pouches on the side, plus she has yellow gloves. But you can see what they're going for here. That is what you need to pay attention to. And the colors are, I guess you could say, quite a bit different there, with quite a deeply saturated purple. But to cut the comparisons out the way there, let's really talk about what this is. What does this mean? What is any of this? How should we take this? And what do I really feel about it? So look, I'm not gonna lie, I do like this. I do dig it, but that's also because my expectations weren't up here to expect like a freaking God knows what type Batgirl suit. I think if you went in with those expectations, I'm not knocking on you here. I'm just saying you went in with, I guess, ill-informed expectations. All I'm trying to get at there is that always in this Batgirl movie, she wasn't going to get the badass looking suit, which, by the way, could still turn out to look pretty bad for all we know. Who knows? Who knows? The suit after this could look ugly. But what I'm saying is the first reveal, what they've done here is they've revealed the proto suit, if you will, the newbie Leslie Grace Batgirl suit, where she's probably at this point, maybe through her activity in Gotham, obviously I don't know the plot of the movie, but we know Michael Keaton is starring alongside as his Bruce Wayne. Clearly she's going to get the attention of him, and maybe that's how they meet. Maybe he's just like, why are you going around dressed like me? Or maybe it is because she recognizes him through her father, J.K. Simmons is Jim Gordon, back from way back in the DCEU, who's being kept on post Flashpoint into the Batgirl movie, just like how Keaton is being introduced in Flashpoint, the Flash movie, and being kept on from here on out. And I guess maybe Batgirl is going to be a repercussion of that as well, because I don't know if the Snyderverse ever acknowledged J.K. Simmons as having a daughter. Either way, I'm going down a bit of a tangent, but clearly this is meant to be around that part of the movie, and from there on out, who knows how long it will take for her to get a second suit. It could be before halfway in the movie, or they could save it for like the final act, where like she's done lots of newbie things, got Batman's attention, he decides to mentor her, this, that, and the other, and then maybe for the final kind of moment, she gets somewhat a bit more suited up. And to kind of back this up even more, I know people are taking this a couple of different ways, and I'll explain that in a second. The director, Adil El-Arbi, has posted a meme on his Instagram about the response to Leslie Grace's Batgirl suit, saying, you know, that Batman meme where he smacks Robin, and Robin in here is the audience perspective saying, it looks like a cosplay, and then Batman's like, shut the fuck up and wait for the film. And that's what the director is trying to say to all the naysayers out there, so to speak, because obviously what he's saying there is, yes, this is obviously what we revealed for the suit, but without giving too much away, there will be a bigger and better suit, but obviously she needs to get that, but this is her when she first starts out. Think of it like, I don't know, Raimi Spider-Man 1, where he goes around in the pajama suit before he actually designs the better suit. But I do get how people are responding to the director's comments here, saying, well, you reveal a suit to us and, you know, do you not expect some criticism back? And I get what people are saying there as well, because I guess at the end of the day, everyone's takes are valid. You can dislike it, like it, find it just okay. Personally, I don't mind. The director was just having probably a little bit of a jest there. I understand how maybe it has wound some people up, because it obviously can be open to criticism. People can think that this current suit reveal can look like cosplay, but I do get why the director's like, at the same time, yes, we know you might think this looks like a cosplay. I might think it looks badass kind of thing, but for all those who are hating on it or whatever, just wait for the movie kind of thing. And that's all he's trying to get across there. I wouldn't take it too seriously. But regardless, I do see how it comes across like he's maybe pretty pressed about it. But overall, guys, you know, with context in mind, I would understand, actually, the way for me to put it is, I would get it and be quite a lot more critical if I was like, this is the Batgirl suit for the whole movie. This is her look. This is how protected she's got to come across. This is it, basically. This is it. I would be like, no, because, okay, I can appreciate it in context of her pajama suit, if you will, or leather jacket suit. But other than that, I would be like, but this isn't, you know, up to scratch of what I expect a Batgirl vigilante to go out in Gotham City, you know, where, you know, Michael Keaton's Batman is a thing, and it's like, really, you're gonna go about in that? But no, that's not, it's obviously not the case. Now, obviously, when she does go out in this, I expect it to maybe even be newbie. I expect her to maybe kick some ass, but then get her ass kicked, and Batman being like, when she gets his attention, like, no, you need training, or just something. I know that's so predictable and cliche, but you get the point I'm trying to make there. So with context in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I do enjoy it, and I said I would get back to the cowl. Obviously, the cowl is very similar to what I was mentioning with the comic book looks and how this is accurate to quite a few iterations. It seems to have a somewhat carbon fibery texture on it. I can't tell for sure, but I'm not sure how. I do like it, but I wonder, would this look that much better if it was just like a bold black, kind of like how the gloves are black, and you've got the very one-colored suit there, the very one-colored golden emblem there, but they've decided to texturize the cowl. I think she looks stunning in it, by the way. How could I forget to talk about Leslie Grace? She looks gorgeous. Like, you know, call me a simple whatever, but she does. I'm happy with the casting. I know people are like, oh, but that's not Batgirl. Like, why did they go and do this? If she doesn't have ginger or red hair or whatever, I'm gonna go crazy. Well, just let me tell you, she does have red hair. Like, for those who may be freaking out about that, but I think she looks brilliant. Like, if you're not going off about Jeffrey Wright being cast as Jim Gordon in The Batman, then I don't think you should be going off on Leslie Grace being cast as Batgirl. Personally, for me, I really think she looks great. And not only that, like, in of herself, like, she looks ready for this role. She looks like she's going to be a really kind of decent Barbara Gordon, just visually at the very least. I can't, you know, speak to her acting in the film or whatever. But then to imagine her frame, her figure, in not only what we have some context of this suit, but then to be in like a proper... and I don't want to get my expectations too high, considering what Michael Keaton's Batsuit looks like. For example, what I'm thinking, will he really design like an advanced looking Batgirl suit for her, given the context of how in the Flash movie, it appears that his Batsuit is still the Batman 89-esque looking suit. So, you know, I do want to like kind of say to everyone that, for we know, her actual Batsuit after this could still be Keaton-esque looking in aesthetic, but I would be surprised if they did that. I do feel like when he designs her an upgraded Batgirl suit, it will be more armored. I don't expect like an Arkham-esque, over-designed-esque kind of look, but I do expect, no matter what, her second suit, especially as I said with Leslie Grace's frame and figure, for her to just look badass in an upgraded version of this. One that isn't a leather jacket, one that can actually stop knives and maybe bullets and stuff. She will look cool. I think she will look very cool. But for now, this is what we're getting. And with context, to shut myself up for the last time, it's fine, guys. It's fine. But I do get it, you know, different strokes for different folks. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But hey, I'm looking for, like, for me, it makes me kind of giddy. I'm like, oh, you know, Batgirl's probably starting out. Maybe by the time the film picks up, she's already started out for a little bit, but we actually get to see her use her suit. I like year one stuff. I like the Bat family exploration into those newbie days, but obviously as the film unfolds, she will get her upgrades and her training and mentorship from Michael Keaton's Batman. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, guys. Do subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this content. More coverage on the Batman. I uploaded a video yesterday with some updates and some other videos on the channel that I'm sure you will enjoy, covering Spider-Man and God knows what else. But if you want to follow me even more outside the channel, you can do so on Twitter, Discord, other places like that. My merch store, if you want to support the channel. I have Boba beanies, hats, and all of that good stuff. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you, fellow Bat family, in the next video. Goodbye.